Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Probably one of the most important tweets I've ever seen from John Deaton. We're going to get into that as well. Listen, the market is doing what the market does. Wow. BlackRock, are they really good for crypto? Yeah, I don't think so. Tornado Cash and people celebrating, people getting arrested. I don't understand it. Looks like the powers that be are flexing their muscle because they can. And is that great for the digital asset space? Is that great for you and I, retail investors? I don't think so. I think it's nothing to be celebrated. It is something to be feared coming out of the US. I got to tell you that. So we're going to get into it, guys. Listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in the round 0 to 10 minutes. John Deaton says, read this tweet out loud. We live in a perilous freaking times. We live in perilous freaking times. And freedom is truly in jeopardy. Ryan, Sean, Adam share something. I'm going to share something from another guy on Twitter I think is more important. They arrested the developer of Tornado Cash. I repeat, a man was arrested for writing code that served as a public good for people to maintain their privacy online. Do your homework, do due diligence, and see if Tornado Cash, if their business model was around that, and if bad people found a good thing and made it bad or used it for bad. I say to you, apparently the Dutch community or country has this thing where if you build a business that facilitates criminal activity, you can be arrested. Well, good thing they don't have that in the US because all the US banks will be shut down. They put a man in jail because bad people use this open source code. This cannot stand in any free society. John Deaton, the XRP pit bull for the XRP community, says, read this tweet out loud. We live in perilous freaking times, and freedom is truly in jeopardy. I don't understand how YouTube entertainers don't get it and want to celebrate, almost brag, how powers that be can just go down and shut something down because they want to. Almost bragging about it in the video. It is truly, truly a sad, sad thing. Let's get into the market. I'm going to show you another tweet about Tornado Cash. Let's reset the market because, again, you know, the market is doing what it does. Look at that. Bitcoin, the total cryptocurrency market cap, excuse me, is at 1.2 trillion. The Bitcoin dominance is at 38.4%. I was listening to Greg Dickerson today on Thinking Crypto. And he said the same thing that Data Dash has been saying for months now. Hedge funds, institutions, your exchanges that you think are safe are trading against you. You think it's BlockFi and you think it's Celsius of the world, but it's your exchanges and these hedge funds and these are traditional financial products that you want to keep promoting. Wall Street is trading against you, and BlackRock is a big, big player in that space and game of trading against you. Greg Dickerson, and I quote, he says, hedge funds are having a great day with us today. Anyhow, Bitcoin's at 24,029. So keep praising the BlackRocks of the world coming into the space. Keep celebrating it. Bitcoin, $24,029. Ethereum is at $1,899. Look at that, almost $1,900. For ETH, XRP is at 37 cents. A lot of double-figure greens on the 7-day, but we must not forget to shout out to the people out there who are swing trading. Because we need a new 1%. We don't need Wall Street. I watched a video today. I'm going to try and share with you from Lark Davies that says that BlackRock and crypto, not a good idea. I wonder if I'm going to see that video from the YouTube entertainers. We shall see. Double-figure greens on the 7-day on a lot of projects, but again, we are down from 3 trillion to just 1.2 trillion in the space. I didn't get any signals on the call, so I guess it's all good in the neighborhood. Anything significant to report about here in the market? No. Zcash up 20%. Oh my goodness. The market, guys, is just doing, it's just doing what it does. Yeah, look at Osmosis up 13%. Cool. What's Kava doing? Been staking Kava. Of course, they're going after staking. They're choosing Coinbase first, but Gary Gensler doing the bidding of Wall Street. He's going after staking. I thought I saw Kava. Kava up 5%. Okay, not bad. $2.25. So, good. The market is doing what the market does. Let me see if I can't find this tweet for you guys. John Deaton knows. YouTubers might not know. But John Deaton knows the real deal with this whole tornado cash and what they are trying to do. It is very, very, very sad. Crypto Eddie shared this, and I want to let her know proof of reserves came from a bankrupt company. That idea and concept of proof of reserves came from the now bankrupt Celsius network. Kraken Exchange setting the standard with not setting the standard, setting the standard with their proof of reserves audit, a procedure that cryptographically verifies crypto holdings and account balances. Yeah, they stole it. They stole that from Celsius Network. This is an interesting thing here. I hope people didn't misconstrue my retweet of this because I retweeted. Yeah, but they got FDIC insurance with a bunch of smiley faces. Yeah, keep celebrating the banks and keep promoting that at least you got FDIC. It's just not true. Hostage situation today in a bank in Lebanon. The hostage taker was denied his withdrawal request for $210,000 that he had deposited in the bank. Eventually, he surrendered to the police. He needed money for his father's surgery, and they told him that he couldn't get it. How is this any better than a CFI platform that goes down? Oh, but it's FDIC. I saw someone say something in the tweets here. It's Hershey Cowsey. I had to let him know it's not true. I don't know about Lebanon, but banks in Australia, U.S., and other parts of the world have deposit guarantees of up to $250,000. This probably isn't a story, to be honest. This isn't the full story. It is the full story, dude. I said, nope, that is absolutely not true in the United States. It's a lie promoted by the banks. FDIC ran out of money after the savings and loan bailout. Shifting you off to another bank when yours default is not a guarantee of deposits. Not a guaranteed deposits. Let me see if this is something.
You shouldn't put money in the house. You should put money in your brand.
That's another debate for another time. Grant Cardone there promoting more renting. John Deaton says Gary Gensler should be ashamed of himself, but no spot Bitcoin ETF after a decade of trading. But BlackRock has a $10 trillion BlackRock launches an institutional trust for spot Bitcoin exposure. Lark Davis says that's not great news at all. This is about BlackRock trying to swap up all the Bitcoin. I got another tweet, and I hope that I can find it. Exposing the real BlackRock. Let me see if I have it here. Exposing the real BlackRock and BlackRock's real intentions. It ain't looking out for you and I. I know he looks like a nice dude, but it's not about looking out for you and I. Crypto Eddie was on point here. Shopping bankruptcy assets can be interesting. Example, getting access to a detailed customer list. This is talking about Ripple looking into the Celsius network assets. Now, look, I think it's very important to understand, and you can't talk out of both sides. You don't want to talk outside of both sides of your mouth. You can't say, well, if it's being reported by the news, then it's really not what they're really reporting. They're actually 2 or 3, 4 or 5 steps ahead of that, right? Well, if it's reported that Ripple's buying their assets, they're actually 2 or 3, 4 steps ahead of that thing, right? They're ahead of that, right? And the biggest asset the Celsius network has is not XRP and Spark token. The biggest asset the Celsius network has is about 1 million customers. How are you going to tell me how quickly you can get to 1 million customers taking the traditional road? Yeah, in about 70% of that, retail investors. Seems like to me that Ripple is still engaging in creating a way and ways for retail investors, and they're not walking away from them. That's what it seems like to me. Getting access to detailed customer lists, partnership agreements, proprietary software, ding, 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 ding. Celsius has great proprietary software. Participate in auction assets, access to license agreements, and information like past market volume data and stuff like that. 2 great things that Celsius did, created a massive community in a short period of time, and with 1 million customers, and their software, ingenious stuff they got. Some of the smartest guys working there in terms of software development, ITs and stuff like that. Some of the smartest out there. Let me see if, hopefully I have that. I think it's interesting. Someone reached out to me about ANKR for me to promote it. I held the token for quite a bit. But anyway, Binance Labs has made a strategic investment in Web3 infrastructure provider ANKR. That's interesting to see. But I had a video about BlackRock. Is this it? No. Let's see. Let's see. I had so many things for you guys. Mark Cuban didn't want to say anything about the XRP army. I thought that was pretty funny. All right, let me see if I can't find it. All right, I did read this tweet out loud. Simon Dixon giving us some updates. The UCC is doing its thing. Very, very excited about the Unsecured Creditors Committee. Very, very excited about that. Let me see if I can find it. It was a video of a lady talking about BlackRock. And boy, oh boy, do I hope I saved it. I hope I did. Anyway, but it's not great. It's really kind of really exposing BlackRock, really exposing the real BlackRock. And I've said on this channel time and time again how they have, president, treasury, whoever on speed dial, BlackRock on speed dial. And again, we're going to point to Crypto Eddie pointing out that the fact that why is the U.S. media covering the fact that the CFTC allowed a company, Clear Markets, to operate a approved essentially a spot ETF for the company in the U.S. Why wasn't anything reported about that? And why is Gary Gensler promoting stuff? Won't allow anything that would give you and I, the average retail investor, something amazing in approving stuff for companies like BlackRock. Now they got to trust. This week, the United States Treasury Department did something it's never done before. It sanctioned a piece of code. This is from another guy on crypto Twitter. Weird, right? Actually, it makes perfect sense. Let's peel that onion. Specifically, Treasury added the Tornado Cash URL and smart contract addresses to the specially designed nationals and blocked persons list. SDN. TC, Tornado Cash, is a crypto mixer that allows people to maintain their privacy online. Prior to Tornado Cash, sanctions have only been levied against persons. It is illegal for Americans to transact with any person on the SDN list. Due to the legal doctrine of corporate personhood, formal business entities can also be put on the naughty list. However, computer code is neither a natural person nor a legal entity. Code is speech, as proved in the Bernstein versus Department of Justice case. Similarly, money is speech, or more precisely, what you do with your money is speech. That was decided in the Buckley versus Valeo case. Citizens United versus FEC. The legal doctrine of prior restraint holds that preemptive government censorship is almost always unconstitutional, and even government acts that have a substantial chilling effects on speech may be unconstitutional. Americans for Prosperity versus Bonta. Sanctions law is a strict liability regime, meaning that if an American transacts with a sanctioned person without intent or even the knowledge of having to do so, they can be sentenced to 30 years in federal prison. This is a quintessential prior restraint and chilling effect. Beyond the likely First Amendment violations, this action also raises significant due process concerns, and that code was not afforded, the code was not afforded adequate notice or opportunity to appeal, and individuals may be implicated without means to comply. While the law does not seem to be in the Treasury's favor, litigation will take years to play out, and the Treasury knows this. Now, I've seen a lot of discussion essentially saying Tornado Cash was used. And by the way, this thread is coming from the global head of policy at Ledger. Tornado Cash, a lot of people were essentially saying Tornado Cash was used by criminals and hackers, so it deserves to be shut down. While I don't support either criminal activity or hackers, let me explain why this reaction misses the point. If Treasury has sanctioned the criminals and hackers that use Tornado Cash, no problem. But Tornado Cash is open source code, meaning it's not owned by anyone and is freely available to everyone. And let me talk about open source code. Let me see if I can't share something, because I do think it's important for people to understand about this open source code. And I think, I'm not sure, but it feels like people are just missing it. I tweeted something out. I just want to make sure I got this right. I tweeted out, oh, here's a video right here about BlackRock. Listen to this video about BlackRock, and then I'm going to get back to this Tornado Cash thing, if it'll play. I don't know who this lady is, but it's very interesting. Again, this is going to be an if it'll play type deal.
Larry Fink thought that he was going to be Hillary Clinton's Treasury Secretary. And he set it up during the Obama administration to be just that. And then Donald Trump won. In the meantime,
Thank God.
Larry Fink, where'd he go? Not just running all of the money in America, not just opening the only fund allowed by the CCP in China, that American money through BlackRock is being invested in the trillions, but he also joined the board of the World Economic Forum and became the architect of the Build Back Better bill.
Wow.
And guess what else? In January 2019, he summoned Joe Biden to his office. Joe Biden was at the bottom of the heap for all the people running for the Democratic Party. Within 2 weeks, everyone backed down and Joe Biden was in the lead. Well, what people don't know about Larry Fink and Black.
Do your own homework and do your due diligence, but I don't trust it. I don't trust BlackRock at all. At all. At all. I think them getting into crypto is not great for anyone. Let me show you my tweet here. I want to talk about this open source thing, right? So I just think this is fascinating here. Did that tweet go through? Did it not go through here? What the world? I tweeted out something this morning. That I wanted to share about this open code, decentralized, open source, decentralized, permissionless business. And I wonder, because I did it on my phone, that it's not showing here. So I have something better. Share this with you guys. So, quote unquote, this open, decentralized, permissionless business has just been snagged up. Now, this was in reference to the Tornado Cash guy getting arrested. So, YouTuber says, this open, decentralized, permissionless business has just been snagged up. And I tweeted out from my phone, apparently it ain't here on my laptop. I thought it would be, but I tweeted out, wait, isn't the XRP ledger open, decentralized, and permissionless? Somebody please help me out with that one. So we're celebrating that the Tornado Cash guy got arrested, and we're celebrating that, and we're stating that this open, decentralized, permissionless business has just been snagged up. Like, that's not going to happen because the power of the bees are not going to let it happen. Well, I ask you, isn't the XRP ledger, which has been quoted many times as the decentralized exchange of the world, isn't that in fact open, decentralized, and permissionless code? So if you're an XRP holder, oh yeah, we want to celebrate open, decentralized, and permissionless. But when it comes to Tornado Cash, we don't want to celebrate it. We don't want to honor that. We want to celebrate people getting arrested that built an open, decentralized, and permissionless code for privacy purposes. And good guys and bad people got on it and did bad things. Bad people can get on the XRP ledger and do bad things. Should that be set down? I don't understand it. I do not understand it. Let me get back to this here. So, if Treasury has sanctioned the criminals and the hackers that use Tornado Cash, no problem. But Tornado Cash is open source code, meaning it's not owned by anyone and it's freely available to everyone. It is thus a public good. We enjoy the benefits of public goods and infrastructure every day. The internet, our wireless networks, our money, the banking system, our roads and highways, transportation infrastructure. Guess what? Criminals use these every day too. So which one is it? This open, decentralized, permissionless business has just been snagged up, and we celebrate that to try to make ourselves look right? Or should we too shut down the XRP ledger and sanction that and everybody that uses that whenever we want to decide to sanction it? Which side are you on? Of course, we should pursue criminals who misuse public goods, but we don't sanction SMTP because hackers send phishing emails, or I-95 because drug dealers drive on it. This dude must be from the East Coast, maybe. Because drug dealers drive on it, or cell towers that route terrorist calls. These are not persons, neither is Tornado Cash. Like email and highway, Tornado Cash has been misused by criminals for criminal ends. However, Tornado Cash is a tool that enables law-abiding citizens to maintain their privacy on the blockchain for a host of legal purposes, including political speech. Taking this to its logical conclusion, if Treasury can sanction Tornado Cash, it can sanction any code. No software is safe. If sanctions are no longer limited to persons, what other objects or information can the government summarily jail you for 30 years for interacting with? It annoys me to no end that when YouTubers celebrate the overreach just to say that they were right about something, because being right is more important. Like John Deaton said, this is attacking freedoms, and it shouldn't be celebrated that some dude got arrested from Tornado Cash. And it shouldn't be celebrated that the United States government, when whoever did it, can just go in and sanction a thing. Let me read that to you again. If sanctions, it says here, no software is safe. So the ledger ain't safe. The open, decentralized, and permissionless XRP ledger is not safe. So why should we be on it? At any time, it can be shut down for whatever reason. And at any time, the powers that be decide that you did something nefarious without having to prove it, you're looking at 30 years in jail. I don't think that's something that should be celebrated. Ultimately, there is no freedom without privacy, and there can be no democracy without free speech. Privacy and free speech are the bedrock of free and open societies. Make no mistake, this is what the Treasury sanctioned this week. So let's think about that, not celebrate it. All right, guys, listen, this wraps up your XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope it has been of value to you. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so that you know when we go live or whenever we upload a video. I'm going to end this one like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it.